one of the worst things about the modern day Democrat Party is there's a million things wrong with Democrats, but one of the things that really grinds my gears is the entitlement. The entitlement, especially if you're black, they act like they're entitled to your vote. You ever talk to one of these hardcore Democrats, these hardcore leftists, and you tell them, "Hey, I'm supporting Trump," or "Hey, I'm supporting the Republicans," and they just lose it. How can you support the Republicans? They're racist. Keep in mind, the Democratic Party is the party of slavery. They came up with slavery. They defended slavery. They fought for slavery. The Democratic Party is the party of the KKK. They actually created the KKK. They have this horrible track record on race. They're the party of racism. Lincoln, the Republicans, they're the party of Lincoln. But they have this horrible track record on race. Even here, as recent as the 90s, Joe Biden came up with a crime bill, sent thousands of black men to prison that are in prison right now. But they play this game that, if you even think about supporting the Republicans, then you ain't black. Remember Joe Biden said that nonsense? So they act very entitled to your vote. And, no one behaves more entitled to your vote than the woman that you're looking at on the screen, Joy Reid. God, this is one woman I can't stand. I can't stand Joy Reid. She's so disingenuous. She's absolutely fake. There's nothing real about her. And she has this propensity to attack Republicans and attack white people, and the men are the problem. She's one of those feminists. Men are the problem. These black men, these Trump-supporting black men, they're the problem. These Christians, these people who believe in God, they're the problem. When in reality, she's the problem. She's she's very demonic. I could, start telling you how she wants to kill the babies. I could tell you how she wants to trans the kids. She wants the kids to be gay. But, I don't even want to get into all that right now. We're going to look at a clip that Joy Reid posted on, I think it was Instagram. We're going to look at a clip that she posted on Instagram. Just look at her entitlement in this. She's going to be discussing Amber Rose. And Amber Rose is a black woman that gave the speech at the Republican National Convention, which obviously I have my own reservations about. But we're going to look at what Joy Reid, bald-headed Joy Reid, blonde-haired Joy Reid. I don't have a problem with necessarily her being bald-headed. But to be bald-headed and dumb, to be bald-headed and blind, that's what I have a problem with. But we're going to look at a clip of Joyless Reid and what she had to say about Amber Rose, excuse me, at the Republican National Convention.
Stratospheric entrance of Vice President Kamala Harris into the presidential campaign. Yeah. And she has now secured enough delegates to become the nominee. You're going to look real crazy being on the other side of that line, particularly as a person of color.
Oh, wow. Really?
But really as anyone who claims to have any connection to the culture. You're going to look real weird and real lonely on that side. The door needs to close behind Amber. And she looked crazy over there.
No, bitch,
but
you look
shut
crazy.
The door behind. You really are going to look crazy being on that side, given the cultural phenomenon of Vice President Kamala Devi Harris.
Do you hear that? Does that not just make you angry hearing that? Just hearing that just makes me so angry. Who made this bald-headed, blonde-haired bitch? Who made her the gatekeeper of what it is to be black? How can you not? If you're standing on that side and you're not standing on the side of this cultural phenomenon, Kamala Harris, you look weird. Does she not see the irony of her saying that? A black woman, a dark-skinned black woman, that is somehow bald-headed and blonde-haired at the same time. I've never seen anything like it. She is both bald-headed and blonde-haired. And when she's wearing a wig, she's wearing Trump's hair. She's stolen Trump's hair, ladies and gentlemen. She's stolen Trump's hair. And she has the audacity to talk about somebody looking weird because of their political opinions. Who the fuck is she? Who the fuck is she? Just the entitlement. And then for her to talk about this in the context of Kamala Harris. For her to talk about this in the context of Kamala Harris, who was on multiple occasions said she isn't black. It's a game, guys. These Democrats either think you have bad memory or they think you're dumb. Because remember not too long ago, Kamala Harris was running around saying she was Indian. I'm not black, I'm Indian. That's what Kamala Harris did. So when it's advantageous to her, Kamala Harris is going to identify as Indian. When it's advantageous to Kamala Harris, she's going to identify as black. And this is the game that you guys allow to be played on you. This is the cultural phenomenon that Joy Reid said you're weird if you don't support. How sick. It's sick if you're falling for these games. That's not even to mention how bad their agenda is. They have a baby killing agenda. They have an agenda that wants to put black men down. This is what they expect black men to support. Did you hear that part where she said, let Amber Rose be the only one who does this? Oh, shut up. Let the door close behind Amber Rose. No, leave the door wide open. Let's all step aside. And none of us support any of this. It's funny how she didn't have a problem with that when Amber Rose was doing this. Remember, Amber Rose used to call herself a slut, and she would have slut rallies, and you'd have women come out and talk about being proud sluts. Joy Reid never had a problem with that. Joy Reid never once criticized Amber Rose for that. But the minute Amber Rose came out and said, maybe I should rethink this whole slut thing. Maybe I should rethink what my womanhood is and think about becoming a Republican and being an actual decent woman. Joy Reid came out and spoke against that. Just sick. Just absolutely sick. But, she does this because she feels entitled to your vote. You have to vote for them. You have to support the stratospheric rise that Kamala Harris is. You have to support Kamala Harris. You have to support this cultural phenomenon. You have to rally behind this as a black person. You have to do this. Look, if you haven't realized, they try to control you with the whole racist thing. They try to control you with the whole black thing. They'll say, oh, well, you're black. Well, you have to support this. No, the fuck I don't. You're black. You have to support this baby killing Democrat. You're black. You have to support this Christian hating Democrat. You're black. You have to support this LGBT embracing Democrat. You're black. You have to support this God hating Democrat. You have to support it. No, you don't. There's another choice. You can support the Republicans. In fact, if you believe in God and you believe in the truth, the Republicans really are the only choice. Not saying the Republicans are perfect. Trump certainly isn't perfect. That's true. But compared to Kamala Harris, compared to a bunch of LGBT-loving baby killers, there's really no choice. Trump is the only choice. And if you really love black people, if you really support black people, there's no way you following behind somebody like this. And there's no way you support an agenda that tells our women to become sluts. And the minute they say, hey, I don't want to be a slut, they do like Amber Rose. I don't want to be a slut. I want to be a Republican now. Why would you support a party that speaks out against that says that's a problem? Why would you support a party that, rather than telling black women to be normal, good, decent women, They tell black women to be proud hoes. There's nothing wrong with being a proud hoe. There's nothing wrong with that's where you find your identity. That's female empowerment. Joy Reid will tell you that. Joy Reid will say black men like me are threatened because I don't want to see a bunch of nasty hoes take over I don't want to see a DEI president in Kamala Harris. Absolutely sick. And I don't know. If you're supporting the Democrats at this point, there is something mentally wrong with you. There is something mentally wrong with you. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. And remember to like, subscribe, share. And as always, stay woke.